And boys, we're back here with another college football ultimate team video. In today's video, it's going to be a little bit different than some stuff we've done before. Today, we're going to be going through every single price range. I'm going to be giving you guys my personal favorite card at every single price range.
Before we get into today's video, I do want to talk about our sponsor real quick, MMOEXP.com. If you guys want an alternative to buying packs, consider buying coins at MMOEXP and make sure to use code DILL at checkout for 5% off your order.
Now, we are going to get it started right here with what I think is the best potential free card. Now, there are a lot of options, and if you're curious yourself, you can go head over to the website cfb.fan. You can look at these price ranges yourself. Again, there's times where prices are going to be up, some of the prices are going to be down, but this is what it's looking like as we're recording. Now, for the free card right here, we're going to go over to the season 2 field pass right here, and I think it has to be one of the field pass guys that you can get. Say the probably the worst one is the fullback, just because like positional value. I don't think you need a fullback. It's not that this card's bad, by the way, either, but it would be my 4. I would go Chandler Martin 3, Cooper Flanagan 2. I really like the route running on this card. The best potential free card I think you can get in the game is Wyatt Eckler. What's so good about Wyatt Eckler? Well, he's 87 speed, 86 acceleration, which in a second we'll sort by DB, just looking at prices in general, but getting a free 87 speed, 86 acceleration with 85 zone coverage as well. And yeah, I like the speed, I like the excel, I like the zone coverage on him. So a good zone coverage player. We have cards that are at least 100K, and then we have like Wyatt Eckler, right? Like you're not really getting any crazy value besides that. I mean, Derwin James for 79K. It's just Wyatt Eckler with the 87 speed, right? Everyone that's comparable to him, 300K. I guess Haha Clendix is like the closest one that is like 130, 150K. But most of the cards that are on that level that again have the 87 speed, extremely expensive. And then we drop down to like Derwin that and Minka that start to get a little bit cheaper, but they are like a speed point slower. So yeah, Wyatt Eckler is going to be our free option. Now our first price range right here is going to be 10,000 coins. We're going to keep going up 10,000 every single time till we get to 100K. And at this 10,000 coin price range, I do want to mention Grant Wilson. I think he is actually really good for his price, but we're going to go ahead and actually go to the linebacker position right here, where I'm going to have Michael Harris. And again, if we just compare like Michael Harris to some of the other options we have, the speed isn't really great on the other cards. And also just Michael Harris, he's 83 speed, 83 acceleration. And also you're getting someone with 70 zone as well, which obviously isn't crazy, but getting that on the Michael Harris card for under 10,000 coins, I feel like he can way outplay this budget. So yeah, I just think he's actually a very solid piece and a very solid pass coverage linebacker. All right, so Michael Harris is going to be the option at 10,000. We're going to bump it on up to 20,000 right here. And this card being under 20K, man, I think Julius Peppers is just unreal for this price. I mean, you're getting a defensive lineman that is 83 speed, 83 acceleration. He has 83 finesse moves, 84 power moves, 82 block shed, 84 impact blocking. He also, on top of that, can get the quick jump ability. Like, this is a great defensive lineman in the game, and he's not that much worse than the best options in the game. Like, this is, I feel like, just a steal for his price. And really, besides that, we have someone like wide receiver Nick Anderson right here that's 6'4", 83 speed, 83 acceleration, 80s across the board for route running. I like Nick Anderson a lot too, but Julius Peppers I think is that like next level good. And now after that, we're gonna go ahead and bump it on up to 30,000 right here, where this is where we start to get into some really good cards. So we have potentially King Mac, we have Jeremiah Smith, and both these cards I think definitely can be debated that they should be here, man. We also have someone like Brian Bosworth as well that is just crazy for his price as well. And then we go back to defensive end, we have someone like Julius Peppers. Again, he's a beast. My personal favorite out of everyone though, over Jeremiah Smith, over King Mac, over Brian Bosworth, I'm going with Patrick Payton. So back-to-back defensive linemen, but I think that 84 Julius Peppers and this 83 Patrick Payton, I think they can play on that like basically top end level, which some of the other guys, it's like you're missing the speed on Brian Bosworth. Jeremiah Smith and King Mac, they are really good, and it was tough to say no to them, but I'm going Patrick Payton that has the 83 speed, that has the 83 acceleration. I love the finesse moves being high because his traits are actually ideal as well. So bull rush move, think of that as power move, think of spin and swim as finesse moves. So bull rush on no, that means not going to use power moves. Spin and swim on yes means he's only going to use finesse moves. So we can essentially block out that power move rating. This is another player that can get that quick jump ability, and I get the run game isn't really there. You get the finesse moves, you get the speed, you get the excel. Love this Patrick Payton card. And we're not just gonna have D linemen at every single spot, okay? I mean, Jeremiah Smith, King Mac, right there for me. Like, these two cards are really great as well, and you can definitely say them. After that though, we're going to bump it on up to 40,000, and I think for 40,000, this card even being here is kind of crazy. I'm between two options right here. It's Sebastian Castro or it's Jay Samaro. So Sebastian Castro, 85 speed, hits 85 for man and zone, but I think Jay Samaro Like he is just, again, otherworldly good for his price. I mean, 6'5", 265, has the 85 speed and also has that 85 deep route running. He is still a top end tight end in the game. And I don't know if I'd really say Sebastian Castro is a top end safety. Like, he's definitely good, but I think Jason Amaro is overall a better card for his position as well. So we're gonna go Jason Amaro right here. Again, like the speed, like him as a receiver. Let's bump it up to 50,000 right here, where I'm kind of stuck between two options, and they're both receivers. Mike Evans is a beast. Want to mention Ryan Wingo. I feel like we talk about Mike Evans a decent bit. Ryan Wingo, 85 speed, 87 acceleration. He is 6'2", so still a relatively tall receiver. And I just like the fact that he hits 85 deep route running. I know the short route running is lower, but I like the deep route running on Ryan Wingo. Again, you can go Mike Evans right here, and I don't think that's crazy. I just really wanted to mention Ryan Wingo, man. I think this is a great card as well. Now, after Mike Evans and Ryan Wingo, we're going to bump it on up to 60,000 right here. Again, 86 Brian Bosworth, who's actually starting to get like pretty fast. We got 85 Kobe, but for me, I feel like Micah Parsons, he is still a top end outside linebacker in my opinion, and he's going to be our pick right here. He's 86 speed, 84 acceleration. He's 6'3", 241 with great power moves, finesse moves, block shed, impact blocking, and not even the worst man or zone. Like, I know it's only in the 70s, but we're talking about linebackers that maybe have like 50 zone and stuff like that. And for me, Micah Parsons, I feel like he can fit a role on any single team. He can be a decent user defender. He can be decent as an outside linebacker that occasionally drops into zone or rush the passer, or he is just a straight up edge rusher as well that can get that quick jump ability. So no matter how you want to use Micah, I think you can use him. And after Micah right here, we're going to bump it on up to 70,000 right here. And I can't say it's not Lamar Jackson. Like, I feel like it just has to be. This card, this much worse than the top end quarterbacks in the game. Like, Charlie Ward is like slightly better in my opinion. I think you can say he's maybe better than Allen or Quinn Ewers. Depends on play style for that, of course, but this Lamar is just unreal. And it's the 86 speed, the 86 acceleration. You can run around like a chicken with your head cut off, and you can make shit shake with Lamar. He is next level good in my opinion. Also does have good throw power, decent short, medium, and deep accuracy as well. Lamar is still one of the best quarterbacks in the game as well, and given how valuable quarterback is, hard to not have him here. Now we're gonna go ahead and go to 80,000 coins right here. We're starting to get some decent overalls right here, and honestly, I'd probably still say Lamar is the best card you could get. Besides Lamar, we get someone like Saquon Barkley that again is really solid, man. We get Brian Bosworth as well. We also get Cameron Ward that I have very similar thoughts to him and Lamar. I think they're both beastly. Besides them though, a card that I just want to talk about, Dorian Hopkins. He's gonna be my pick right here just because I like the card, man. I think you can argue some other pieces right here, but Dorian Hopkins, 85 speed, 83 acceleration. I just like the fact that he's a decently fast linebacker that hits good man and zone, and that's just not too common in this game. Again, Brian Bosworth is a little bit cheaper and probably even better for his price. I like using current day college players too, so I'm a little bit biased with that. So Dorian Hopkins gonna be my pick right here, but you can easily just say, you know, Brian Bosworth right here, and I'm not mad at that take either. And it's probably the correct take. You could also have Saquon right here as well, but let's bump it up to 90,000 coins right here, where 90,000 doesn't really get you anything different. And now adding that additional bit, I will say it's Michael Crabtree. Michael Crabtree, great receiver in the game, 86 speed, 86 acceleration, has 85s across the board for route running. Just a really solid receiver, and I don't mind him being around that 100K mark. Now after 100K right here, we're gonna start bumping it up by 25,000 every single time. So now we're up to 125K, and for me, I'd probably say the best one is Kayvon Thibodeau. I just think he's a really good quick jump defender with 84 speed, 84 acceleration, good finesse, power moves, block shed, impact blocking. Is he the most worth his price? No, because you could get someone like Julius Peppers, but I like Kayvon Thibodeau. Now we're gonna bump it on up to 150K, and for 150K, man, like haha, Clem Dick's really good, but I'm gonna go Will Anderson. I feel like we've had a ton of defensive linemen here, but Will Anderson, I do think he is better than Kayvon Thibodeau. 84 speed, 87 acceleration, good power moves, finesse moves, block shed, impact blocking. Like, thought this Will Anderson plays amazing. Another quick jump player, and really besides that, you're not getting like any crazy value right here. Maybe Rashawn Slater, maybe you want a quick drop offensive lineman. But now going up to 175K right here, I feel like we got to go either JJ or Abdul Carter. Lamar's more worth his price than JJ, so I feel like we got to go Abdul Carter. It's just another solid pass rusher, 84 speed, 84 acceleration, good power moves, finesse moves, block shed, impact blocking. Just we're getting a lot of defensive linemen right here, but I feel feel like the defensive linemen are actually statted really, really well. So that's why that's a thing. Let's bump it on up to 200K this time. Now we get some crazy options right here. So we have Kamari Ramsey, good safety. Warren Sapp, one of the better DTs in the game. Colin Oliver is also insane. We have Ricky Williams now too. I think out the bunch though, I'm going to give it to Gerard Hollyman. I was between Hollyman and Colin Oliver, and I think both of them are great. Colin Oliver, he can be a user. He can rush the passer. He can play man. He can play zone. Amazing card. I just think Hollyman is just one of the better pieces in the secondary too, and there's just not too many good pieces in the secondary. This card has 87 speed, 86 acceleration with great man coverage and zone coverage. So yeah, just an absolute beast in the secondary. Saying no to Ricky Williams too does kind of hurt too, man. Like, I think Ricky's amazing too. So for 250K, we start to get into some of like the LTDs that are just at quick sell value. And really, I would say out the bunch, my favorite is Brian Bosworth, because Brian Bosworth, again, another piece on defense that is decently fast, 86 speed, 85 acceleration, and he also has good man and zone. And you're just not really seeing that a ton on linebacker. Yeah, I'm gonna give the nod to Brian Bosworth right here. And then we bump it up to 300K right here, where we get like someone like DJ Westlock, who's a beast. But for 300K, I'm gonna say Jalen Carter, just because 83 speed, 87 acceleration, and DT is just insane. He's 6'3", 314, really high power moves. I get the finesse moves and the impact blocking is lower, but this is a card, the block shed's great as well. This is a card playing up against him, using the card. I feel like he just plays otherworldly good. So yeah, for 300K, give me Jalen Carter. Now to 300K, we're gonna bump it up 100K every single time. And for 400K, get someone like Pat Surtain. You can get Jimmy Horn, but I feel like it's got to be Quinshon Judkins, man. One of the best cards in the game still. And it's the 89 speed, the 89 acceleration, has a good juke spin as well. I feel like we've talked about Quinshon Judkins so much on the channel that I don't need to keep talking about him. Yeah, not going to spend a lot of time on Quinshon Judkins. Also Aqib Talib, beast as well. He's a good card for 350K. And let's bump it on up to 500K right here. Where for 500K, we start to get into like Charlie Ward, Josh Allen, Donovan Edwards, Bijan, Desmond Howard, Quinn Ewers. But for me, out the bunch, I'm gonna say Will Johnson. I feel like Will Johnson's still one of the best pieces on defense. I think he is a difference maker, and he's 6'2", 88 speed, 87 excel, hits 85 man and zone as well. I feel like Will Johnson's still one of the best pieces on defense, and like Quinshon Judkins, I feel like we talked about him so much on the channel that I don't really feel like I need to spend a lot of time on him. For now, we're just gonna keep bumping on it up till we get a card that I think is worth talking about. And for 700K, Kyle Pitts is the best tight end in the game still, and he's 6'6", 245, 86 speed, 85 acceleration. Is Kyle Pitts worth this price though? Probably say no. 85s across the board for route running. He's the best tight end in the game, and he's 700K. I mean, I think the card is amazing. It's just, again, worth that price, kind of tough. And then we get up to a mil coins where we have someone like Herman Moore, Travis Hunter, Rod Woodson. Travis is better if you have the zone, that strat card that pluses one zone to get him up to 85 zone. I think out the bunch though, Herman Moore is probably the best. I mean, he's 6'4", 89 speed, 88 acceleration, 85s across the board for route running. Herman Moore is a beast, but also again, Rod Woodson, Travis Hunter. Ah, man. I put him on the same level. And then for 2 million coins right here, we get McMillan from Arizona, who I think is the best receiver in the game. Slightly better than Herman Moore. He's 6'5", so an inch taller, 89 speed, 88 acceleration, and 85s across the board for route running. And he can also run block as well. So McMillan, I think, is wide receiver 1. Now, ending off the video right here, the most expensive card in the game, I believe. Let's just go ahead and make sure. It is going to be James Pierce Jr. Now, this card you get from the gauntlet, he's 2.11 mil coins, but this card is 90 speed, 91 acceleration as an edge rusher and has really great finesse moves. I get the power moves, not the best, but has great block shed, impact blocking as well. But the whole reason this card is the best is it gets that silver quick jump. So yeah, boys, this has been my thoughts on the best card at every single price range in college football Ultimate Team. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with. Who did I leave off the list that should have been on it, and who do you agree with? Who do you disagree with? But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more college football Ultimate Team content just like this. Now, if you guys do want to go and see me use some of these cards live on stream, been streaming here on both YouTube and Twitch. To watch on the YouTube, make sure to hit that noti bell as well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you guys want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here.